Wag my finger.
Yeah.
5.
It's
and
recording
then
right
again
now.
6.
Yeah. 2, 4, 5, 6.
Killing me, Small.
Now I am.
Okay. My name is Marcus Bill, and I'm here to speak to you about the smoking policy that was put in effect Encyclopedia Britannica by President Barack Obama on June 22nd, 2009, and it's referred to as the Bill of Family Smoking Prevention and Tobacco Control Act. Little is known about this one little cigarette. Everybody knows that it causes cancer, but do you know how many carcinogens are in one cigarette? Carcinogen would be any chemical that causes cancer. According to thetruth.com, there are over 69 carcinogens in one cigarette that can cause cancer in humans and or animals. And that is fact number 148. Fact number 219 is that nicotine is as addictive as heroin, cocaine, or alcohol. Now, there's a joke saying cocaine's a hell of a drug. So it's a cigarette. But you don't want to get hooked on this habit, because that nasty little habit that is put into effect in your body is actually killing you. So what we're going to talk about here is, 1, the monthly and yearly cost of cigarettes for a person. 2, we're going to talk about the effect that cigarettes have on your body and why you shouldn't smoke. And 3, we're going to talk about the policy and how it came to effect. 1, cigarettes. How much does it cost to smoke a cigarette to put this little chemical in your body? This one cigarette contains over 4,000 chemicals. So it's 4,000 chemicals that are in one cigarette. And with that being said, you know, the cost of cigarettes in New York City, in New York State, I guess, is about $11 for a pack of cigarettes, which roughly runs you about $330 a month, and right at $4,000 a year. So for $4,000 a year, or $1 a day, I can put, or $1 a chemical, I can put 4,000 chemicals in my body. But the policy, which we talk about, which is what President Obama signed into effect, which is the Family Smoking Prevention and Tobacco Control Act, was actually designed to keep everybody else who doesn't want to smoke and get that secondhand smoke of cancer, to help them with their livelihood and their health. So he put that into effect, and you see nowadays in bars that they don't allow smoking inside of bars anymore, and that's basically the reason for it. But according to C. Everett Cooper, the medical doctor and U.S. Surgeon General from 81 to 89, the Methodist Hospital in Henderson, Kentucky, and various hospitals around the country have banned smoking anywhere near a medical facility. And he says the reason behind that was cigarette smoke is the chief avoidable cause of death in our society and the most important public health issue of our time. That's very true, because a lot of people smoke and deal with cigarettes to relieve stress. Is the quick, immediate way to relieve stress, but you can also relieve stress in various ways, saying working out. For adults, sex. Sex releases endorphins, which make you feel good and relax you. It's the same thing as a cigarette does. It makes you feel good and relax you, but it will be a healthier manner or a healthier way to go about it. You also find little hobbies to do. So why do you smoke? A lot of people don't understand why they smoke. What is an oral fixation that goes around with smoking? Is it because you want to be in the in crowd? You want to be cool? You trying to deal with some stress? We don't know. There's various reasons for that. But the chemicals and everything that are in cigarettes leads to various health issues. Speaking of cataracts, it causes cataracts, deterioration of your retina in your eye. It causes premature aging, which makes you look a lot older than you are, let alone the black lungs, emphysema. You have throat cancer. You have a little hole in your throat. You speak with the microphone. Yeah, how you doing? This is my voice. Speaking like Darth Vader. That's because you know, cigarette smoke. You can laugh. It's funny. It's not funny for those who are experiencing it, but it is funny.
Called a stoma.
It's stoma. Yeah, you have to get that stoma in them. But not to be offensive for everybody, but that's a result. Those are results of smoking. And matter of fact, smoking also heightens the effect of diabetes. You know, people who have diabetes and they smoke, what happens? They become amputees because that cuts off the circulation in the body. So now they're dealing with all these different issues. So the last thing I want to speak to you about was, well, I did speak to you about it briefly, but about the act itself, why President Obama signed that into effect. He signed that bill into effect back in 2009, excuse me, signed it June 22nd, 2009. He put that into effect because of what was going on, because of the health issue with the FDA. You know, FDA and society, everybody's like, I don't want to smoke. I don't like smoking, yada, yada, yada. So this is what we spoke about. We spoke about the monthly and yearly cost of cigarette smoke, the effects of cigarette smoke, and the bill while it was put into place. You could be for it or you could be against it. If you are a current smoker, then maybe that gives you something to think about. And if you're not a cigarette smoker, it gives you something else to think about, because now you know what's the daily habit of this one little thing. I mean, some people refer to it as a cancer stick. It's a little cancer stick. You want to get a quick fix or whatever. You know, I brought up a little thing real quick, was the labeling of an actual cigarette. In this cigarette, the bottom you have paint, you have menthol, which is rocket fuel, carbon monoxide, which comes out of cars. I know it's 7 minutes, and ammonia that's in toilet bowl cleaner. So you have just those little things in this first part of a cigarette. So I spoke to you about that, and I hope that you enjoy it, and thank you for listening.
That's fine.